Nauru. The country that went from the bottom to the top and to the bottom again, and this within just a few decennia. The country that seemed to have lost everything. But has it? No. In fact, Nauru has learnt important lessons from its past and had already started its way towards a better future. Listen how Nauru is coping with the challenges we talked about in the previous videos. There are 4 main areas that Nauru is working on right now. Various workshops and conferences have been devoted to them, and the government of Nauru, together with international organizations or governments, have developed successful strategies to help their country recover and improve. 1. Soil restoration. Phosphate mining has damaged Nauru's environment. About 80% of the land were destroyed. The soils, especially the ones around the coast, are not as fertile as before and keep just small quantities of minerals like copper, manganese, iron, potassium and zinc. For that reason, Nauru is focusing on soil restoration, so the population can produce food themselves instead of importing it. 2. Health and nutrition. Nauruans have been eating Western food products for decennia, as due to the lack of food on their island, they need to import it from Australia. This impacted their health. With help of other countries, Nauru started a project focusing on preparing the soil and planting vegetables, fruit trees and herbs. More and more Nauruans show interest in this, as such food can help them improve their health. Until recently, Nauruans have been buying fish from Kiribati and Tuvalu. Nowadays, Nauruans return to the tradition of fishing practiced by their ancestors, such as dropland fishing, cast netting, angling, spear fishing by diving or gill netting. Using the ancient knowledge of their ancestors, Nauruans both improve their diet and eat local food, and save finances. To improve the health of Nauruans even more, the government of Nauru regularly organizes different sports events. One of the traditional sports in Nauru is weightlifting. 3. Restoring the biodiversity on the island. Nauru is an isolated island, which means that many plants and animals there are unique and cannot be found anywhere else in the world. Nauruans understand how crucial it is to restore and preserve the flora and fauna in their country, and have started reforestation processes that will help preserve the species there. Especially typical for Nauru are different kinds of seabirds, fish, and reptiles. A positive fact is that up to 80% of the coral reef are still healthy, and the flora and fauna underwater have remained. This looks optimistic, as it shows that nature can recover. Different initiatives are organized, too, such as cleaning the beaches from plastic bottles, plastic bags, cans and tins. This are a part of a plastic management strategy developed by the government of Nauru. 4. Water supplies. Nauru is located just under the equator. Its climate is tropical, which means that during the rainy season, a big quantity of rain falls onto the land. Besides, as Nauru is an island, it is surrounded by water. Nauruans have found ways how to exploit these 2 sources of water to supply themselves with clean water that they can use for cooking or drinking. One of them is utilizing the rain water. They have installed a system on the roofs of the buildings that collects water. Then, this water is directed through tubes to special containers where it is stored before usage. Nauruans have also installed desalination plants. They use the salty ocean water to produce drinkable water by removing the salt from it. All these areas of improvement show that Nauru is heading to a brighter future. There is just one more challenge for Nauru to face: the global warming. Nauru's highest point is just 65 meters high. If the water level keeps rising, Nauru would be underwater. Australia has offered to Nauruans to move to the continent in such an exceptional case. Hopefully, this would never happen and Nauruans would live long and happily on their island and reach their former level of independence.